It's time once again to go racing.
It does not get any better than this.
The pressure is really on now.
Yes, it's pole position. Lights out and we're racing in PSGL.
The first lap has been absolute chaos.
What an overtake.
Oh no!
I've never seen anything like it.
Side by side again. This will be settled right at the end.
As the 5 red lights come on, and here in Imola, in round 13 of the championship, we are go. Brendan Lee then leads them away from pole position. It's a superb start, and Jack West is under pressure before they even go through the first bend. Down towards turn 1 they go. Ruben Pedreño on the outside, on the attack of Jack West, not quite able to make that move. Brendan Lee still leads. Behind that we've got a lot of action. We're almost 3 wide. We've got a big shunt, massive shunt, and out of the race already goes Ruben Pedreño, and that was 3 cars into 1. Simply never going to go, and we've got a virtual safety car on this opening lap, Dan.
Yeah, now Karinen's gone as well. Now Karinen has lost his front wing completely there, so he's going to have to box. And with the amount of debris on circuit, I don't know why we've only got the VSC.
Butcher really wants to start cutting through the field with his butcher's knife, but at the minute, no way through, as Jack West is going to make a way through. He takes the lead at the start of lap 4 and moves ahead of Brendan Lee.
Doesn't seem like it, Andy. I don't think anyone can make a move. It's actually Brendan Lee going up the inside into Tamburello, and he retakes the lead on lap number 6.
Yeah, Brendan Lee on the march. He retakes the lead, and Jack West thinking about a move up the inside into Villeneuve. That would have been absolutely epic, but he decides better of it as Alfie Butcher again continuing to harass and having a look at Haddad and Tatosa, but can't find a way through. The front 5 battling like crazy here, and we've now lost to Capua as well now from the Grand Prix, and that could be another safety car or a virtual safety car, and still the front 5 remain where they are, as this man, oh look at this, George Nader and Wilson Hughes battling like crazy, and Wilson Hughes just about fends off George Nader's attack, who's now under threat from Prez Nader, but at the minute there's no way through for Prez Nader in the battle of the Naders.
Yeah, I mean, all of the talk has been about Alfie Butcher, who's actually gone up the inside of Daniele Haddad in towards Tosa. Haddad doesn't want to get this up through Piratelli, tries to hold him off around the outside. It doesn't quite work out. Alfie Butcher into P4.
Jack West goes for the move again at the start of lap 9. Jack West breezes past Brendan Lee and regains the lead as these two continue to swap positions time and time again. Jack West up into the lead of the race once more. You're right, Ron Hart and Smith could be the 2 dark horses to watch when we change the tyres round, and we are now starting to see that. Jack West pulling the trigger and the undercut at the start of lap number 10, the end of lap 9. He's into the box then, so that is the first big move from one of the drivers near the front. George Nader's also gone for the undercut.
As up towards turn number 1, they go now. Brendan Lee looks like he's closing to the rear of Jack West, and Alfie Butcher as well is getting closer. We're going to concertina up as Brendan Lee goes for the move in towards turn number 1. Butcher backs out as they all fly through Tamburello. Brendan Lee holding on to the lead from Jack West, but he's got a good run here as in towards Villeneuve they go. I don't believe the Welshman's going to go for the overtake into this part of the circuit, but it was a great move for Brendan Lee. Opportunistic as Alfie Butcher almost had a look up the inside there.
And again he's using his ERS, and again he's close to Jack West, and Jack West is not actually that close to Brendan Lee this time, but he's gaining and gaining and gaining, and they're all going to concertina up again towards turn 1. He goes to the outside, it's through the middle goes Butcher, and Jack West is now out of position. Oh, contact there. And these two need to be careful, because now Jake Benham is going to sense an opportunity. He's nearly alongside his teammate, but not quite able to manage it. But this is going to get a little bit tasty, and if they keep bumping each other like this, I can see tears coming down the road. That these could become real threats for the victories. Jack West goes down the outside. Look at this into turn 1. Oh, so close. And is this now the moment for Alfie Butcher? Again, he thought about it, had to back out, and now Jake Benham's right there again. But no way through, as this is getting pretty feisty, pretty desperate between the front 4, because I'm sure they now know that Luke Smith and Ron Hart are coming. 3.5 seconds now. Luke Smith off the lead. Could he win it? I tell you what, I think he might. As Luke Smith gets that little bit closer to the back of Wilson Hughes, and this is a move down the inside. No, they make contact now into the first Travata, and wide now goes Wilson Hughes. This is the chance that Luke Smith's waiting for, and he pounces and takes the place. Ronhar now fancies an opportunity. He also gets ahead of Wilson Hughes, and now will try to out-drag the Alpine down the straight towards turn 1. Going to be very, very close into the braking zone, as meanwhile at the front, Jack West is trying the move on Brendan Lee. Not too sure where to look at the minute, folks. Action everywhere, and Brendan Lee under serious threat from Jack West, but no way through for him at the minute, as we now look at the front 6 all together in a line. What a race this is turning into.
As here comes Alfie Butcher, closing towards Jack West, and Brendan Lee has to defend. And oh dear, oh wow! Brendan Lee almost has a Mercedes in his rear wing, as Brendan Lee somehow hangs on. There's Butcher around the outside, and now they're going to be wheel to wheel down towards the Villeneuve chicane, as Jake Benham as well tries to find an opportunity to bounce it. He goes up the inside of Alfie Butcher, and the two Mercedes cars lock on, but it is going to be Jake Benham seizing the opportunity, going up the inside where no one expected him to, and he makes the move stick at Villeneuve, secures it at Tosa, and that was a spectacular effort from Jake Benham there.
So Benham at the minute with his work cut out, he wants to win from here, but he has got 2 laps to do it. Can he do it though? That's the question, Dan. Here he is though, gaining on Jack West, and I tell you what, it's a fine exit, a little bit of ERS, and this could be the moment that Jake Benham pounces. Brendan Lee, he's held the lead for so long. Benham round the outside of Jack West, that would be a superb move. He's shoved wide, and Brendan Lee's off, they're all off. Round into a spin goes Jake Benham, and out of contention on the shambles down at turn 1. Jack West then, still in second place behind Brendan Lee, but that's a shame for Benham. He is off the road. Brendan Lee was off the road. It was absolute bedlam. Jack West shoved, I think he bumped into Brendan Lee, and that's why he went wide. Wide went Jake Benham, and it all went wrong. But here is Alfie Butcher on the final lap, thinking about a move on Jack West. It's Beresney, by the way, from 17th on the grid, is now up into 4th, and might well get a podium with Alfie Butcher's penalty as things stand. Alfie Butcher trying everything into the final corners, but he's not going to get close enough. No one is going to get close enough to Brendan Lee. It's all been kicking off behind him. He's kept his cool, and in home soil for the Tifosi, Brendan Lee wins at Imola. Superb performance, his second victory of the season to follow up the win back in Singapore. Brendan Lee on top, Jack West second, and a big round of applause to that man, Danny Beresney from 17th Dan to the podium.